matchup, a clash of
Oh, blazes. Last night.
These two will get their Oregon early. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Georgia Bulldogs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Anytime you step between the hedges at Sanford Stadium, you know you are on hallowed ground in college football. This is one of the best places you'll ever watch a college football game. The red and the black, the dogs, even the Uggas are buried in the stadium. This is one of the most iconic spots in all of college football. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Georgia Bulldogs headed toward the football to break the seal on this 2027 season. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone and he's knocked down at the 10. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. On the ground, it's Davison. Defense right there to stop him in his... They get nothing on that play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Caught behind the line. It's Bear. Turning it on. He'll be stopped at his own 23-yard line, but he's got enough to move the chains and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's Raiola to throw. Fires to the middle. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. This offense has it with really good field position. Handoff for Frazier. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2. Big picture, guys, this certainly isn't an all-or-nothing game. Long season ahead. But how much fun is it to have a top-5 clash like this one early?
It's so much fun, and you don't have to be a fan of just these two top-5 teams. If you're a fan of college football, you're honing in on this game because you're going to learn a lot here, David.
Yeah, and the fans are going to be like, overrated. This is why the preseason polls stink. We get a chance to prove ourselves with some of these teams that hasn't done a lot on the resume yet. Now, today is a resume builder.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Buys a little time. The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage, and he'll take the loss.
How about this defense coming out the gates? First drive, getting to the quarterback. They wanted to affect the quarterback, make him feel uncomfortable. Already 2 sacks on this first drive.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. And he had just enough to will that one home. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And the kicker starts the year perfect. Nice job, nice way to start the year. The offense takes the football down the field. Yeah, you want to get touchdowns, but getting points on the first drive to start the season, really nice job by this unit.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. On the ground, it's Davison. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Here's Raiola to throw. Fires to the tight end. Jumped on top of the pile.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
Trying to convert the third down. Here's Raiola. Finds his tight end. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Snags it, and he's open. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. And the Ducks have this offense rolling. Running inside. It's Davison. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Run in the red zone. It's Hill. Quick spin on the run. Tough, determined run. Gets it down to the 12.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like, some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting that, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. From the gun on 3rd down, Raiola. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
What do you do now if you're the offense, right? After that incomplete 4th down, but you've driven the entire field. At this point, do you just say, we got to go for a touchdown, or do you just pay the drive off by kicking a field goal?
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. 4th down, Raiola unleashes to the end zone. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get them on the ground quickly.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top as we get a look at the numbers so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Just feeds the running back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Makes the grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Ducks. Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Bulldogs offense is on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Picks up the first down. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Solid run on the last play, sets this offense up on first down. They'll run play action. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. What does the top 5 ranking mean for week 1? Optimism, hope, maybe, David, an excuse for the other team's fans to rush the field if they knock you off?
Well, it means, first of all, absolutely nothing, because preseason rankings don't show up anywhere at the end of the season, but it means this team is talented. It means they're thought of highly. They got to go earn it, Jesse, and it starts today, but the talent obviously is all over the field.
The number in the preseason rankings means absolutely nothing. You saw Florida State recently start in the top 10. They won 2 games.
Maybe a crease. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. He's got 59 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Phillips. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, it's so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? The give, running right, it's Frazier. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Here's a give to Frazier. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down. And now maybe...
And he'll finish the line in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldog. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Coming out with it, it's Bear. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. The play fake, Raiola. Shoots it to the left. Got his man downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Oregon! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
That's just such a great way to answer. Your defense just gives up a touchdown, no problem. Offense come out, you see what the defense is in. The passing game makes the big play down the field and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
He'll bring it out. It's Phillips. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Breaks into the open. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, Nate Frazier across the 45. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Yeah, this offense is built behind this guy. I mean, a guy that you can hand the football to consistently and expect positive yards all day long, all game long. Now he's over 100 yards on the day.
Looking for a crease. It's Phillips. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
Back to pass, it's Bailey. Makes the grab. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
The Bulldogs with the 1st and 10. Going to the run, it's Frazier. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Breaks the tackle. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the 1st without scoring. Off the play fake. Looking for an open area to his left. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. They'll run with Nate Frazier. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the 1st half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the 1st half.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. He'll bring it out. It's Bear. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Throwing Raiola. Sets up the screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The Ducks signal for their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. Got enough for the 1st. He's got enough to move the chains and convert, but we'll see if they're content to just let this clock run here late in the half. Now Oregon will call it 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. They'll give it to him again. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. 1 snap coming before they head to the locker room. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just enough time for 1 final play in this half. On the run, it's Hill. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Tennessee taking on the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. And it's the Volunteers looking to win their home opener. They haven't had a ton of success with that in recent years, but they've got the lead right now in the first half. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the standings.
He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get it. It's a touchdown.
We just went to half, and we drew up all these adjustments, things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Robinson. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Picks his way ahead, pick up of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Raiola extending the play. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Reads it, fires complete. There he goes. And he takes it all the way down to the 26-yard line.
That's a bang-bang type play, RPO, in and out of the hands of the QB quickly. Just get it into the hands of your playmaker as fast as possible and let him do the rest. When you've got this guy's athleticism, man, that is such a great design on offense, and it comes up big.
Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They want to run it left here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no...
Makes a grab and room to run. Huge game. He goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And we always go back and we look like, what was the play of the game? Those moments that were so big, that was huge for this offense, man. Already trailing in the football game, 3rd down and long situations.
Trying to get it in. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the 3rd quarter, they'll try to answer here. Got room at the 35. Oh, he's got some space. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Bulldog! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. His 3rd touchdown of this game, and season.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stuff.
And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And when you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that name? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. On the delay, it's Hill. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Man, we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Here's Raiola to throw. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. Into the third quarter of this opening week of the season. It's now 2nd and 10. The run inside. It's Davison.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier third down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on third down. And shoot, and I got fourth down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. In deafening noise, here's Dylan Raiola. And it's picked off for the third time today. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Frazier again. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
Wants to throw. It's Bailey. It's complete to the left. That's the way to get it out of your own end. Takes it all the way up to the 25 before going out of bounds.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots. And that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now. And he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Might be changing the route. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Fires to the right. It's complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Off play action. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain its fourth down. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. They'll go with Frazier. I don't think he got anything. He got stopped on 4th and 1.
Well, you're up by 2 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're hoping with that conversion they ice the game. They don't get it. It feels like they're going to win, but we've seen crazy things happen in college football, and they've left the door open here late. Let's see what happens.
Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Ducks. Into the end zone with a breakaway score. The defense just lost track of him. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. The play action fake. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on 3rd, now setting up 4th down.
They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Here's Raiola to throw. Swings it out to the flat. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball. And this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able.
First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Throwing Raiola. Got it. Touchdown, Oregon. They move on top here in the 4th.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this 4th quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Phillips. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. The offense changing the play. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Throws to the tight end. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Might have a chance. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd, because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Trying play action. On the move to his left. He's going to take off. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
When you're trailing in the 4th quarter, it's so hard to get drives together because the clock starts to be your enemy. Really heads-up play by the quarterback. Getting the 1st down, get out of bounds, and stop the clock.
And the Dogs will have it 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's Temple.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He'll try it again. And he's wrestled to the ground.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Bailey. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And what a big 3rd down stop for this defense. And now it's decision time for the offense. Actually, no, it's not. Like what are we doing? The field goal doesn't do much here. Huge 4th down coming for this offense. Got to find that best play. Got to get in the end zone.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He wants to change this route. On 4th down, going to the air. Makes the grab. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. First timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. And the Ducks enter the final minute trying to drain the clock. Pulls and fires complete. Moving past the 25. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
And I love the offense, man. Staying aggressive, doing what you need to do, pushing the ball down the field, still willing to throw the football late in this game. I just don't like the ending. Man, don't step out of bounds. Let that clock run. Try to get out of here with a W.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. And we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for left.
Raiola fires to the big fella. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide.
Speeding down the left side. He's at the 20. He's at the 10. And he gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. And it's not just a touchdown. It is a dagger in this game. So you think they shouldn't run up the score like this? I remember an old story of one coach telling the other one, I only coach one team, man. It's your job to stop me.
Yep, I like that approach. That should be your philosophy, but that doesn't mean you don't remember that. You have a turn later on, a lot of times, when your team's better, to do the same thing, to return the favor, and make him forget that.
And the returner is stopped. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. To the air, it's Bailey. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield on first down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Bulldogs! The Bulldogs answer right back with a score of their own.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
Obvious thinking here. Get the 2-point conversion now, and all you'll need is a field goal to tie. He wants to throw it. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Past the 50. Past the 30. The 10. He just set sail for the end zone after the pick and turns it into a 2-point return. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very